Welcome back to Cooking with Depression. Today I'm making cheese enchiladas. Cheese enchiladas are a go-to easy dish for me. We usually always have everything we need to make them, and if I'm being indecisive, I usually end up with enchiladas in front of me. So let's get started so you can have some cheese enchiladas in front of you. Before you're ready to make enchiladas, you have to decide what kind of sauce you want. I made mole sauce in another video that you can make with me, or you can use canned sauce. I have not perfected making my own red sauce, so I still buy cans if I want red enchiladas. It makes it really easy. I always have a couple cans in the pantry so I can make easy enchiladas whenever the mood strikes. The cotija is optional. I like it with mole sauce because it adds a little saltiness. I usually skip it when I make red sauce though. It's totally up to you. For the cheese inside, I'm using cheddar and pepper jack. I also started using block cheese because I have a new food processor that's really fun to use, but also because I heard on Binging with Babish that pre-shredded cheese has an added waxiness to it. I guess that means it doesn't melt as well. I've never really noticed that much before, so if you want to skip the shredding portion and buy some pre-shredded cheese, it will definitely save you a little work. Overall, this is just barely a motivation level 2. If you aren't shredding cheese, you can probably prep everything in about 5 minutes and make it a level 1 dish. So if you are using block cheese, break out your favorite shredding device and shred about 3 to 4 cups of cheese. If you have extra, oh no, it's cheese. You'll find a way to eat it. Vegan cheeses are coming a long way, but I have yet to find a good vegan cheese that will work for cheese enchiladas. Maybe cashew? I might try it sometime in the future. But for now, I'm using dairy. It's an addiction, I know. Put the cheese to the side. You don't really need to move it to another bowl though. I just like making unnecessary dishes to clean, I guess. Next, break out the cotija. Like I said though, this is totally optional, and honestly, I'm not sure why I'm cutting it and not using the food processor again. I tried a new brand and I expected it to be a little bit more flaky, I guess. So just chop or shred about half a cup at most. Now grab your baking dish and spray it with cooking oil. Even though liquid will be touching most of the dish, I like to have the oil so the tortillas don't get stuck at all. Then spread out a thin layer of your sauce. If you're using a canned sauce, it's probably not this thick, just even it out as best you can. Alright, so make sure your tortillas are at room temperature before moving on to folding. There's several ways to do this, but I'm only going to show you the way I know how to, obviously. Place a good handful of the cheese along the center like a little log, then fold the sides and with your thumbs, pull up the bottom to cover the cheese. Then try to grab the little corners of the sides that are still sticking out a little and tuck them in. And now in a final motion, tuck in all the bottom completely and fold tightly. Place in your baking dish and make 3 more. While we're folding, I want to share something. I'm not sure if it's DBT. If it is, I missed that day, but it probably belongs in mindfulness. An old friend of mine shared with me about the difference of self-esteem versus self-compassion. Self-esteem is basically how we evaluate ourselves, whereas self-compassion is not conditional. Here's a little chart of the key differences. I really liked this because I always thought I had self-esteem problems, but I really lacked self-compassion. So maybe this will be a little aha moment for you too. Let me know in the comments. Now that your little tortillas are tucked in together, cover them with the rest of your sauce. Then add some cheese on top. If you aren't using the cotija, you can just top it off with some of your extra shredded cheese that you definitely saved. Pop it in the oven for 25 minutes. And now you should probably let this rest for at least 5 minutes, but I can usually never wait. Serve with guacamole. I'll be showing you how to make mine next week. Oh, did you not expect me to show you enchiladas with red sauce? Well, I make enchiladas way more than I probably should, so I just whipped these up too. Not in the same day, come on. A dairy cleanse is probably advisable after this. Luckily, in a couple weeks, I'll be making vegan lasagna with all vegan cheeses. So make sure to subscribe to see new videos every week. And now, please enjoy figuring out what to say.
So we're gonna have some enchiladas in front of you. So you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Say,
So you don't have a what to say though? Because I'm gonna, if not, I'm just gonna say that cheesy shit.
do it.
So let's get started so that you can have some cheese enchiladas in front of you. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.